Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in and for watching this digital check of the First Alert forecast. I'm Meteorologist Cutter Martin. We have some more cold air on the way, lots of chill to talk about, and in some areas it will be even colder tomorrow morning compared to what it was this morning, and we all know it was pretty cold out there with temperatures in the low to mid 30s. So First Alert, another cold morning is in the First Alert forecast, tracking temperatures tomorrow morning, probably bottoming out in the mid 30s inside the perimeter, especially Midtown, downtown, down towards Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson. Now, if you live away from the immediate metro, it will be colder. You get away from all that concrete and it clears out a bit. We're talking a pretty quick decline in temperatures this evening into tomorrow morning. Here's a look at forecast low temperatures. Notice this difference. It's a stark one here. 36 in Atlanta, but 24 up in the mountains. Blairsville, Clayton, Ivy Log, Ella J, Blue Ridge. All of these communities up in the North Georgia mountains will be in the mid to upper 20s tomorrow morning. 29 Canton, 29 Carrollton, 28 in LaGrange, 31 in Griffin, 30 in Covington, 33 in Athens, and Dalton Brome, both in the upper 20s. I think upper 20s, lower 30s. Between 28 and 32, the rule for most of our viewers. Of course, colder though up in the mountains, and just a skosh warmer there inside the perimeter, especially Midtown, downtown points south towards College Park, the airport, Riverdale, Forest Park, those spots. Reminder, if you're on the go early in the morning, you're away from the TV, can't get the forecast with Ella, Rodney, and Courtney on the television. Reminder, you can always get it in the First Alert weather app. It's it's an easy download. Just search First Alert Weather or Atlanta News First in your app or Google Play Store. There you can get current conditions at any time, any place, also that hour-by-hour forecast, and notice how we're cooling it back down into the mid and upper 30s. This is for Atlanta by 6, 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's going to be cold out the door, and could be some frost even in the city of Atlanta early on, but notice how quickly we do warm back up. Few high clouds tomorrow, that's about it. Dry forecast, more sun than anything else, with temperatures back in the mid to upper 50s by lunchtime noon. And we'll top out tomorrow afternoon a little warmer than we did today. But right now the story is cool then cold. I would say we're chilly to cold right now, and we'll be even colder by midnight into the wee hours of tomorrow morning. Gradual warming trend though, you'll notice that jump up in temperature tomorrow afternoon, more or less in the 60s. And a more substantial warming trend as we get into the weekend, and temperatures by Saturday, Sunday afternoons back in the 70s. And this time of year, as that warm up intensifies, as the humidity starts to return, so does the chance that we get a couple of showers across North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. Again, if you're just tuning in, we started just a few moments ago. You haven't missed too much, just talking about the forecast tomorrow and how it begins with more cold weather. I'm Meteorologist Cutter Martin. Thank you for watching. We are live on many platforms, including Facebook. We're going to refresh that feed. If you have any weather questions, comments, concerns, two platforms you can reach out on. That is YouTube as well as Facebook, monitoring both, and you're viewing the YouTube feed or the Facebook feed right now. The account to follow on is Atlanta News First. Give our Facebook page a like. We'd appreciate that, and you can be the first to know. Of course, Atlanta News, North Georgia News on social media, Facebook. Twitter, you can find me on Facebook as well at Cutter Martin, CUTTERMARTIN, Cutter Martin. On those platforms, others as well. Getting back into the forecast, those platforms are good if you have any weather questions, comments, concerns. But we're going to kind of dive deeper into the forecast now that we've given a few moments for folks to kind of tune in to the forecast and get closer to their devices, their tablets. Here's a look at a trend, and this is a big one. Notice the uphill trend in temperature. 36 tomorrow morning in Atlanta, coldest in that 7-day forecast. And probably the coldest temperatures we will have for another few weeks. This is abnormally cold by October standards. Don't quite see a front this strong in the extended forecast. It may be a while before we have anything more substantial on the way. 41 on Friday morning. Here's that warming trend. Saturday morning, 45, 48. Sunday morning, 52. Monday morning, Tuesday, 56. And we're back in the upper 50s, the lower 60s around the metro. Wednesday morning, enter the rain chance. This is again an extended forecast, a different variable. We're not looking at low temperatures here. We are looking at the chance of rain. We'll keep it dry through Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, timing a little bit uncertain here, but our next push of cooler air tries to build in, and ahead of that cooler air, a little boundary moving through, that'll help some showers, maybe some thunderstorms pop up. In fact, next week, not only looking warmer But mid to late week, looking cloudier, looking more unsettled. That rain chance may stick around into late next week, possibly. And again, there is some uncertainty here, but possibly into next weekend we could be tracking an extended period of isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms. Not that any one day is going to be a washout. No super soaker scenario in the depiction yet, but certainly a more unsettled weather pattern considering we've had nothing but sunshine the past couple of days, cold air, dry air, something that's cloudier, warmer, and a little bit more unsettled as we get into to next week. Again, you may be also tuning in on the Atlanta News First app. Might have gotten that watch live push. Appreciate the viewership. Atlanta News First Alert weather app as well. If you are not watching on this platform, you're watching on Facebook, I am monitoring that feed. Also, looking at my monitor to my left, watching the YouTube feed and not seeing any new questions, comments, concerns at the moment. We'll check in on Facebook as well. Again, getting the refresh. No, not too many questions. I think folks kind of get the idea. It is plain old cold out there this evening. In fact, let's pull up current temperatures. We've been talking about the forecast, but let's talk about what is going on outside right now. Already down to 52 in Atlanta, 50 in Locust Grove, 41 Blairsville, 43 in Carrollton, 43 in LaGrange, 48 in Rome. And I think by 9, 10, 11 p.m., Atlanta will be back falling from the lower 50s back into the mid to upper 40s, and Blairsville by 11 will probably be in the 30s. LJ, you're already about 40 degrees, I think maybe in the mid 30s or so, mid to upper 30s as we get into the late night, late evening stretch. So already jacket worthy, and it's going to be cold out the door tomorrow morning. Temperatures mid to upper 30s in Atlanta. It'll be mostly clear tomorrow. A little chilly, though, once again. Of course, we're not done with the chilly, the cold air just yet. It'll be cold tomorrow evening as well, though not as cold. In fact, here again is that temperature trend map. We're talking 30s in Atlanta tomorrow morning. Friday morning, Atlanta 41, but I do think there will be outlying, I should say, communities with temperatures back in the 30s Friday, even Saturday mornings. Most of us 40s, though, by Sunday morning, 40s and 50s Monday morning, and then 50s and 60s Tuesday and Wednesday mornings as we await that next batch of cooler air. This batch of cooler air may take some time to filter in, and ahead of that, we're tracking that chance of some more showers and a couple of thunderstorms. That rain chance kind of coinciding with the warm-up, elevating next Tuesday and Wednesday. Looks like the first kind of surge in the rain chance, if you will, is going to be second half of Tuesday into the first half of Wednesday, but there is some uncertainty in that forecast. Regardless, though, more clouds around next week. We're back up to 74 Sunday afternoon. In fact, talk about a picture-perfect fall weekend. Lots of sun, maybe a few more clouds around Saturday, but still a gorgeous day. A dry day, both Saturday and Sunday. Mornings chilly in the 40s and lower 50s. Afternoons, though, back up into the 70s. We're talking mid to upper 70s. 73 Saturday afternoon, 74 Sunday. A few spots could be a little warmer with low humidity, sunshine. And then, of course, we do have that increasing rain chance back up towards 80 Tuesday. We'll have to see just how much cool air tries to filter back in middle of next week. Doesn't look like a big plunge of cold air, nothing like what we have right now. But our next transition, if you will, and the temperature after that steep climb as we pull back up that 7-day forecast Tuesday, Wednesday, we level off and then may trend a little bit cooler as we get into late next week. But the headline of this little weather chat is the fact that it is going to be cold out the door tomorrow morning. Forecast low temperatures, 20s and 30s, just about area wide. Here is a look at tomorrow. Again, get ready for it. You're going to need a heavy winter coat once again. And you may actually need to do a little bit of ice scraping tomorrow morning. Frost. Of course, no actual winter ice, but frost is a possibility there tomorrow. So keep that in mind. 36 in Atlanta, but below freezing in Carrollton, Rome, Dalton, Blairsville, Athens, 33, right around it, 28 in LaGrange. And keep in mind, we don't have to have temperatures 32 or colder to get frost. It can easily be 37, 38, 39, and you can still get frost on the roof, on your windshield out the door in the morning, on the grass, places like that. And a closer, tighter look at the metro. Right around the freezing mark, maybe just below, outside of the perimeter, 285, 30 up in Roswell, 31 Palmetto, Sugar Hill, Beaufort, Lawrenceville, McDonough, Griffin, temperatures in the lower 30s. Midtown, downtown, down towards the Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson International Airport, temperatures more likely in the mid 30s. I'm going to go ahead and leave you be. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay warm. If you have not yet lit the fireplace Make sure you do follow safety if you are using a space heater. Make sure it's on a level surface near nothing flammable in a safe and grounded outlet. Hopefully you're following those safety precautions, those standards tonight. Same thing with the fireplace. Make sure it's clean. Of course, damp or open. And do hope you all have a wonderful evening, a safe night, a warm night. Stay warm, folks. I'll have your latest forecast coming up on Peachtree TV at 9 p.m. And then meteorologist Fred Campani will be back at the 10 o'clock hour on Peachtree TV at 11 p.m. on Atlanta News First. We'll leave you with a live, mostly clear look at what is a pretty cold evening and night shaping up across all of North Georgia. Back with that full forecast coming up in about 45 minutes on Peachtree TV.